now. Luckily, dry forecast for that game, taking a live look outside. But the dry weather not sticking around. We do have another storm on the way, a couple of days away.
Yeah, let's check in with Darren right now. Darren, what can we expect heading into 2024?
Two storms coming our way, guys. Yeah, and the first one is Wednesday, and that's going to be the focus for this visit right now. But I just want you to know there's another one coming on Saturday. As if you couldn't tell from looking at the sky today, a lot of clouds, beautiful sunset. That's a live picture from the camera that sits on top of the Mark Hopkins looking west. But you can also see how the time lapse has played out over the last few hours with all those clouds. You want to see where the rain is? We got to go a little farther. First Alert Doppler shows you the good band of rain there. That is not our storm. That's not getting here. We're waiting for the storm behind that. So we'll have plenty of clouds around from it. It'll stay cloudy in the overnight and cloudy tomorrow. But it's on Wednesday right there when storm number 1 gets here. There's storm number 2. That's the one getting here for Friday. More on that later. Let's come in for a closer look just to time this one out. So nothing's going to happen tomorrow except a few high clouds. We're starting this on Wednesday morning. And you can watch the time tick by, and as we get towards the later hours of the morning, here comes the widespread rain for the North Bay. It'll hold off until we get towards the later hours of the morning, but once we've gotten to like 10, 11 o'clock, it's going right through Sonoma County, and then that line of showers will work its way down across the rest of the bay throughout the day, really until we get to about sunset, right? Kind of through the bulk of the day. Decent rainfall totals on Wednesday. We pick up about 3/4 of an inch of rain in the North Bay. And when we look at the South Bay, the totals there are not shabby either. We could get a ½ an inch of rain in the city from this. So Wednesday, if you're going back to a normal commute this week, plan on rain for the morning commute and some leftover showers in the South Bay for the evening commute home. That's storm number 1. See you in a couple minutes. We're going to look at that next system, plus some dangerous surf coming our way with all of us. I want to make sure we get the word out on that. Right. We left off in the last visit talking about the rain from this system. I still want to talk about storm number 1 from a wind standpoint. A couple of things about this. If we look at this on the big picture, you can see how this first storm is going to develop, the one that's getting here Wednesday. We're only looking at Tuesday here, but I want you to see where the storm's going to be then, because I'm going to switch the visualization to the wind field. Two things about this. First of all, Wednesday morning, it's going to get windy here. We could see gusts up to around 30 miles an hour along the coast. But those winds are also creating a pretty big swell in the ocean out there. And those waves are coming our way. So I want to talk about both. First things first, if you take a look at the wind speeds on here, watch the screen light up when we get into Wednesday morning. So just as those initial rain bands are coming in, we're going to see gusts into the low and mid 30s between about 9 a.m. and 1 in the afternoon on Wednesday. It'll be windy along with the rain that's coming in. Now, the other thing that this is going to do, and we're going to say goodbye to the wind visualization, and I want to walk out to the coast, because the other thing about this system is all that wave energy is going to be producing a pretty big swell in the ocean. And that means we're going to start to see a lot of energy coming our way, and all of that's coming in towards the coastline. And if we time that out, we get one swell now, but there's another storm out there. And this one's going to get here later. Look at the time frame on that one. That one's probably going to be bigger. So we do have a beach hazard statement that stays in effect till 7 o'clock tonight. But and so be real careful anywhere near the beaches. But there are more waves coming as we get towards Saturday from that next week, bigger waves than this. So that's the next thing to keep in mind. We've already had people lose their lives on our beaches. So that's probably an important heads up. Let's get some numbers on here for the morning tomorrow. We will go back down into the 30s for some of those colder valleys. You can see Concord will do it. But we'll be staying in the low 40s for most places. These numbers are not really all that different from what you've been experiencing so far, but we got to cover the morning lows, and there you just saw them. All right, let's look at that next storm from a rain standpoint. We say goodbye to the Wednesday rain, and now here comes Saturday. Now that system, let's come in for a closer look at that and time that one out. Totally separate system from the one that we're getting on Wednesday, obviously. And this one, actually, the rain is more focused on Friday night. So Friday night late, here we are 6 o'clock into the overnight hours. That's when we're getting the majority of rain out of this. And by the time we get into Saturday, by the late afternoon, evening, that one's pretty much coming to a close. We put some rainfall totals on that. Remember, the one coming in on Wednesday gives us about 3/4 of an inch of rain in the North Bay, maybe about a ½ an inch of rain south of there. The one Friday night into Saturday at this point looks like it's pretty much doing the same exact thing. So two systems coming our way. They both look pretty good. What's it look like when you put it in a 7-day forecast? We've got a couple of tubes that are filled with rain. Friday, obviously, we just looked at that. That's the second storm. And then there's the Wednesday system over here, which will also give us some decent rain. So it's going to be busy. Didn't even get to the first week of New Year's, but it looks like we'll have some more systems coming our way in that week. So we'll have much more on those as we get closer to them. All right, guys, back to you.